Has NATO's worst nightmare just become even more dangerous with Russia's latest missile upgrade set to haunt Kiev? How could the deadly upgrade to Russia's Iskander-M ballistic missile change the course of the Ukraine war? If even 11 electronic jammers cannot stop it, has Putin unleashed a weapon built to defy modern defenses? Has Russia's Iskander-M ballistic missile become even deadlier with a new 12-element precision guidance system? How does the new Kamita guidance system link Russia's Iskander missile with drones and smart bombs on the battlefield? Russia has upgraded its deadly Iskander-M ballistic missile system as tensions with NATO continue to intensify. The 9M723 Iskander-M ballistic missile has now been equipped with a newly developed guidance system. The Russian-made guidance suite, known as Kometa M12RVT, was identified in a report by Militarini. With the new guidance package, the Iskander-M can reportedly survive far longer in heavily contested battle spaces. Iskander-M's new guidance system. Key features. System. Kometa M12R VT Guidance Suite. Major upgrade. 12-element digital antenna array. Navigation. Supports GLONASS satellite guidance. Flight phase. Navigation during initial and mid-course flight. Anti-jamming. Enhanced resistance to electronic warfare. Terminal guidance. Kamita R8 tail guidance module. Heat protection. High-temperature resistant antenna arrays. Accuracy. Improved precision against target. Electronic warfare challenge. Reportedly requires 11+ jammers to disrupt. Technology expansion. Kamita modules also used in drones and guided bombs. In 2025, Russia also upgraded its Shahed-type drones with advanced antenna arrays, according to reports. Russia's guided bombs were also modified with Kamita antennas to better withstand electronic warfare. These missile and drone upgrades have forced Ukraine to expand electronic warfare operations and strike key Russian facilities. Meanwhile, a CSIS report estimated total casualties in the Russia-Ukraine war have now surpassed 2 million. Between 400,000 and 450,000 Russian troops have been killed since Moscow launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine, said CSIS. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin accused the Baltic states of helping Ukraine carry out drone attacks. Moscow claimed the Baltic states had provided air corridors for Ukrainian drones carrying out attacks inside Russian territory. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Galuzin said Moscow had verified the information, according to RT. Galuzin claimed Latvia and other Baltic republics allowed Ukrainian drones to reach civilian targets deep inside Russia. The allegations followed months of long-range Ukrainian drone attacks targeting Russia's Leningrad region and other areas. Russian officials also claimed several explosive-laden drones had crashed in Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia during recent operations. Latvia's ruling coalition collapsed in May amid political disputes over its response to Ukrainian drone incursions. Finnish Prime Minister Petteri Orpo said he raised the issue with Zelensky and described the drone flights as unacceptable. Estonia also reported intercepting several drones that entered its airspace during recent months. Estonia said it was unhappy about the incursions but would not ask Ukraine to halt the operations, its foreign minister told the Financial Times. Russia's Security Council secretary had earlier warned Moscow could invoke Article 51 of the UN Charter if necessary. Shoigu said Russia could claim the right to self-defense if NATO states knowingly provided airspace for Kiev's drone operations. Russia claimed 4 FAB-500 guided bomb strikes destroyed a Ukrainian drone control hub in the Donetsk region. Russian Defense Ministry visuals shared by RT showed a UAV guiding the precision strike onto its designated target. The released footage showed a massive explosion, followed by thick black smoke billowing over the strike location. Russia's Defense Ministry also claimed its forces captured the strategic settlement of Kostiantynivka during ongoing operations. Moscow further claimed its troops took control of Vasilevka and 4 additional settlements in the Kharkiv region. The Russian Defense Ministry said UAVs struck the Kantsarovka oil terminal and a nearby fuel depot during the operation. Russia also claimed its drones destroyed a Ukrainian UAV storage site as part of the same wave of strikes. Moscow added that Su-34 fighter aircraft carried out airstrikes against targets in the Donetsk and Sumy regions. The Defense Ministry said Russian air defenses also intercepted more than 500 Ukrainian aerial targets during the period. Moscow claimed the intercepted weapons included FP-5 cruise missiles, as well as HIMARS multiple launch rockets. The attacks came as Russia said its recent mass strikes focused on Ukraine's defense industry and military facilities. The Defense Ministry also claimed Russian air defenses intercepted around 13,000 aerial targets throughout June. Officials in Moscow say Russian forces shot down more than 500 Ukrainian air threats overnight on July 3, portraying the scale of the attack as unprecedented and their defensive response as coordinated and effective. According to Russia's defense ministry, Ukraine launched 494 long-range drones, 9 HIMARS projectiles and 10 Flamingo missiles, underscoring Kyiv's reliance on large-scale standoff attacks to strike deep into Russian territory. These developments were formally reported by Russia's defense ministry on July 4, as part of an official briefing that aimed to shape public perception of the overnight clashes and reassure domestic audiences. Moscow argues that Ukraine launched these strikes to distract both its own citizens and foreign allies from what Russia calls Kyiv's battlefield failures, claiming the drone barrages are more about messaging than military success. The ministry added that any Ukrainian bid to damage Russian civilian sites will not go unanswered, warning that Moscow will respond by expanding its security zone and increasing pressure on targets inside Ukraine.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.